Hello there, my name is Tina Louise Spalding and I am a trance channel. Hi subscribers and followers of our live streaming events. I have been asked by Jesus to do 7 videos in 7 days, so this is day number 3. Hopefully you've seen the other 2. If you haven't, maybe check those out before you listen to this one. I've just been swimming, so I've got my summer hair on here, but so I'm going to do video number 3 and see what Jesus has to say for us today. I'll see you at the end of the session. You are here on purpose. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I want to clarify that statement initially. You are here on purpose means exactly that. You are not watching this video by accident, and you are not existing in your body by accident either. You are here very, very intentionally to experience this time and place. And you are here watching this video very intentionally, even though you may have happened upon it accidentally. We will use that word in inverted commas. You have not come here accidentally. You are here on purpose. Why are you here on purpose? Well, there is information that you need to have to experience the next few years of your planet's development with some level of sanity and equanimity. The systems of your planet are teetering precariously, many of which you are not actually aware of. The teetering is going on behind closed doors. There are shifts and changes coming to your planet in its economic system, its political alliances, and many other aspects of what you consider solid society are going to be shifting and changing over the next few years. Now, if you are deeply attached to the status quo, if you are deeply attached to predictability, if you are deeply attached to long-term goals, this next few years is going to be a difficult time for you. The information that we are bringing through here is not doom and gloom information. On the contrary, the evolution that your planet is going through is beautiful. It is a timeless evolution in that sense. You have been evolving over millennia, and you will continue to evolve as a society over millennia. What you are experiencing in this very, very focused time and place, we mean the end of the 20th century and into the beginning of the 21st century, is a transition period between one era and another. The previous era, the previous 2,000 to 3,000 years, we will say, was what we would consider from Spirit's point of view, a dark age of repression and control. What is approaching is the potential for a golden age of freedom, self-expression, expansion of consciousness, and contact with aspects of yourself and other beings that you have not yet had. Expanding consciousness is what we are interested in helping you with here, because it is in expanding your consciousness that you are able to accept change, that you are able to accept differing points of view. All of the troubles on your planet at this time have come from the refusal to accept other, the refusal to accept differences. It seems as if God is always on your side. If you accept somebody who's different than you and you believe in God, then surely the other side must not have God on their side. Each battling, warring confrontation had soldiers on both sides that believed that God was with them. And of course, God is on neither side when it comes to war. God is on neither side when it comes to destruction of homes or killing of children or any kind of violence of any sort whatsoever. Violence of thought is included in that. So we want you to know that as you look upon your world and you see violence, God has nothing to do with that. as you look inside your mind and see hateful thoughts and ideas, God has nothing to do with that. These are your own self-expressions, and you are from the fruits of those trees, from the fruits of those harvests, you are teaching yourself what not to do. And that is what we want you to take from this, our third lesson. Contrast on your planet is that demonstration of good and evil, happiness and sadness, light and dark, the dualistic way of looking at the world. The dualistic way of looking at the world always brings peace and war, always brings health and sickness, always brings these two opposing polar opposites, because in dualistic beliefs, you act as if there is a separation and it is real, and the other is separate and the other is enemy. The other is a threat to your safety. In non-dualistic teachings, which is what we are bringing forth here, there is only one being. There is only one mind. It is the collective consciousness of humanity. And in that collective consciousness, you see a multiplicity of different forms, but together they form the one mind of God, the one physical demonstration of that which you would call the divine. Differing aspects for sure, different forms for sure, just as a bird is different from a flower and a tree is different from a dolphin, but they are all expressions of life, and life is love, and love is God, and God is creative. It is not destructive. You will look at storms and say, well, that is destructive. Well, perhaps not. It is an expression of energy. The trees coming down give an opportunity for new life to spring up. And that is how we want you to look at the changes and transformations that are coming to your society. The storm of transformation and change is going to knock down some of the old structures, but give new structures space to grow. Now, as students of spirit, because that's what you must be if you are watching this transmission, we want you to focus on that. We want you to focus on the qualities and the kinds of things that you want to come into being in that new space. A lot of you are so focused on the old and it's the fact that it's teetering and crumbling, despite the fact that you don't even like the old, the political systems, the financial systems that keep you in debt and poverty and take from you so much. These are the systems that you have become attached to, that you know they are indeed the devil you know. But we want to encourage you towards courage so that you can see that when these systems begin to wobble and shake, that you are not quivering and wringing your hands in the corner, but that you are cheering, because there is going to become a space made for the new, for the evolved, for the loving. It is just like breaking up from an unhealthy, abusive relationship. There is an attachment and there is a knowing of the other being, but they are not good for you. And you must wrench yourself away, even if it means moving house, even if it means some financial difficulty initially, but your freedom and your ability to be safe and expressive are worth the journey away from oppression. That is what we want you to think about as you see these shifts and changes in your structures that have become global structures. This is not just a phenomenon of the Western world. There are global structures now that spread around the planet that will be shifting and changing and bringing forth anxiety in some of your minds and hearts. What is anxiety? It is fear. What is fear? It is a belief that something bad is going to come and harm you. Well, we want to tell you that the systems on your planet at this time are already harming you. Look at your suicide rates. Look at the cancer rates. Look at the increasing rates of autism and allergy and all kinds of negativities, not to mention the environmental disasters, the plastics in your oceans, the pollution in your air. You are already being harmed. You are fearful of the wrong thing. We want you to know that liberation is at hand, but to appreciate that liberation, you must break free of the mental and emotional prison of attachment to the old way. The old way has been heavily pushed onto you through your mass marketing systems, television and these kinds of things, advertisements, indoctrination in school. These have limited your mind instead of expanding your mind. Fears about spirituality have caused you to become overly materialistic, fearful of connection to spirit, fearful of communing with spirit internally within your own consciousness. These are the prisons and the limiting aspects and ideas that will keep you fearful. Because if you depend on the physical world only, there is always imminent disaster waiting, whether it is a storm or a financial disaster that will cause your house to go into receivership, losing a job. These are all aspects of the materialistic world that cause you to live in anxiety and fear. But a creature, a human connected to spirit, is aware of their timeless nature. A human connected to spirit is aware that what they sow, they will reap. And so they know that if they sow love and a kind and generous attitude, that they will receive back those things in kind from the universe. It is a reflective universe. And so these unloving structures that have been imposed upon you, many of you are rebelling against them, if not physically, then mentally and emotionally. You are rebelling against them because you are being adjusted up in frequency and they no longer sit well with you. The education systems that cost so much money do not sit well with you. The old oil and gas industries that take and take and take and pollute do not sit well with you anymore. You must understand that things not sitting well with you are good. This unloving system is not sitting well with you anymore. And so we want you to be prepared and to continue to sow the seeds of love, equality, kindness that you want to see coming into manifestation in the next generation. You are the creators of your world. You are the consumers. You are the ones that decide whether you are going to buy plastic or not, whether you are going to purchase gas-guzzling cars or not. You are the ones. Now, the non-dualistic purists out there will say that to be concerned with the world is a waste of time, and we will agree with that to a certain point. But for those of you that are not aligned with non-dualistic teachings, we must tell you that what you do physically in the world for now does make a difference because it's reinforcing your beliefs. It is only in shifting and changing your beliefs that you can change and shift your behavior. So if you want your world to change and your behavior is contributing to its form in this time and place, you must be willing to change your behavior a little bit so that you can change your mind, because every behavior reinforces the belief that initiates it. And if you start to act out of accord with your beliefs, the beliefs become questioned. You start to ask yourself, is this the only way that I can do this? Is driving a gas-guzzling car the only option I have? And if it is not the only option you have. There are many other options. You can even reduce the frequency with which you drive, if that is your only choice. But you can make a difference. You can make different choices. You are the powerhouse, all of you collectively. You are the powerhouse that makes the decisions that these industries run on. Nobody else is playing this game except all of you. You are the ones that spend your money on the polluting food systems, the genetically engineered foods. If all of you say, today is the last day I will purchase any processed food that has genetically engineered products in it, I will guarantee you that those industries will shift and change. They have to, because if they don't make money from you, they don't make money and they don't survive. Non-dualistic teachings, as are taught in A Course in Miracles, do not speak much about the actions in the world. But this is the This is the game you are playing. You are playing in the world, reinforcing your beliefs through your behaviors. We want you to understand the power of your choice. We want you to understand the power of your thought, the power of your belief that initiates action. Change your mind through training your mind. Change your mind through challenging the status quo. Change your mind through shifting your behaviors little bit by little bit towards that which you want more of. You are the creators of your experience, and you are the collective creators of your collective experience. You are powerful beings. You have been told you are not. But in this lesson, lesson number 3 of our 7-day series, we want to remind you that you are powerful creators. Your focused mind, intent on improving the world and improving your health, improving your relationships, will do that. But if you feel victimized, if you play the powerless role, then you will be washed over by a wave of change that you cannot tolerate and that you do not understand. Step up now and become the powerful, conscious, intentional creator that you can be. It is your choice. You can be victim, or you can be a powerful initiator of transformation on this plane, not only as part of the collective, but as the initiator and creator of your own experience. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and these lessons are designed to ignite some passion in you. They are designed to get you focused in the right direction. They are designed to point out to you that you have a choice. You always have a choice. The decision is yours. Are you going to choose love, or are you going to choose the devil you know? We will speak to you again tomorrow. All right. Once again, visit channelingjesus.com. There's lots of information there about the books that I have channeled, and we have a beautiful live streaming program that you can subscribe to, and you can sign on to have live channeling experiences each month. So do that, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so. It's always great to have new subscribers, and you will get notified of any new videos that come from Jesus and Ananda. I'll see you tomorrow.